So this video, I'm going to show you how to install a light to a concrete wall. If you are sitting at your desk and doing a lot of videos, you need to have a light source coming from in front of you so it's shining on your face. I've just moved down to our new house in Mexico and the walls are concrete. So I've got to install this light, which is normally up at my office in Portland. I've got to install this into this concrete wall. So there's a few things that we're going to work with here. One is this little adapter. So very simple, allows you to mount any kind of lighting device to a wall. There's a couple other options. Everything will be listed down below in the description, so you can click on those to get over to Amazon and purchase these pieces here. But this is what I'm going to be using to mount it to the wall. And because it's concrete, it's a little bit different than if you were just drilling into wood or into drywall. So we're focusing on concrete in this video. This is the device that I use for when I'm doing video calls. My webcam is behind there, so this is the webcam's right here. So I want to put this light slightly above and to the right or the left. That's how we look best. I like to put the edge of the light at the location of the webcam. So if I was over here on my other monitor, I'd be putting it something like that. That makes it a little easier to see that it's just above the monitor and a little bit, off to the right or the left, but it's able to shine light on both sides of your face. We're gonna come over here and decide where to put this mount. And because there is some length here between the bottom of the light and the bottom of the bracket, I want to kind of use this to decide exactly where it's going to go. So I'll hold this here, I'll look here, decide where it's going to go. That's about a good height. So now I'll take the light off, set that down, and I'm going to mark where these need to be drilled in. I've got a pen here. I'm just going to mark these two spots. Sometimes it's easier to use a Sharpie marker or something, so it's a lot easier to see. A little bigger now. Those are the two spots that I need to drill into. So I'm going to be using these little plastic anchors that you screw into, and you actually buy these as a kit. You can buy, they come in a pack with a whole bunch of them, and it'll tell you how big of a drill you need to use. And the idea here is that you drill the hole, put the plastic part in, and then as you screw the screw into the plastic, it expands and kind of fills up the hole and holds it steady. There's a number of other ways that you can use to mount stuff to concrete. This is a pretty light light. And so it's only a few pounds, so these will hold just fine. But there's some other videos out there if you need something that holds a little more strong, if you've got a really big, heavy light. So here I've got my rechargeable drill, and I had to go out and buy a special masonry bit for drilling into concrete. So it has a stronger head to it than normal bits. I was able to go down to a tienda and muddle through my Spanish and get the exact correct size that I needed for these plastic anchors. So I'm going to start out by putting a towel. I've got a beach towel, of course, we're in Mexico. I'm going to put that over my equipment so I don't get dust on it. And then I'm going to go to those marks there and drill into the wall. Okay, and some other YouTubers have talked about marking with the Sharpie, the distance there, how deep you need to go. But I'm just going to use my finger to make this the correct depth and make sure I'm doing that right. There's the spot. Make sure I'm far enough in. And I'm far enough in, I'll just go a tiny little bit more. And some other folks will use tape. They'll just put a piece of tape around to make sure that they've gone just past the depth of their anchor. So let me get this second hole now. Okay, there we go. Then I'm just gonna blow that out a little bit, and we can put the anchors in the holes. They should go right in, and then they can be tapped in with a hammer. There we go. And they're almost flush. And then we can mount this into those holes. So just put one through. And the second one. There we go. Now that's good and strong into the wall. It's not perfectly straight up and down, but that's okay. We're just gonna put this on top and tighten it down. I'm gonna change the direction here. I'm gonna pull this off my desk with the dust still intact on it. Put this back into place. And now, so there we go. That's it. It's now mounted in a good spot where it's shining on my face. Usually there's a lot more light coming from over here, so it's even, and I'm usually facing this direction. So now I've got a nice light to light up my face on my video calls. I love helping folks with online video, so please subscribe to this channel or check out another video right up here.